Welcome to Oracle Mornings, your daily ritual for inner connection and soulful insight. Each morning, we draw a card together to inspire your day with intention, reflection, and a touch of magic. Whether you're just beginning your spiritual journey or simply seeking a moment of peace, you're in the right place. So take a breath, open your heart, and let's begin. Hello, good morning. Welcome back to Oracle Mornings. I'm your host, Amanda Johnson. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. I hope you have some time to reflect on those that maybe you've lost in your life and just want to take some time and sit in memory, the beautiful ones, maybe the hard ones, depending on how you're feeling, and really just honor them. The message for this week, I felt drawn to pull a card from The Law of Positivism, Healing Oracle by Shireen Oberg. And the card I pulled is called, I Connect with the Strength and Wisdom of My Ancestors. And right away, I was, of course, baffled and in awe of the synchronicity that we would pull a card about the wisdom of our ancestors on Memorial Day. So go ahead, take a couple of deep breaths in and out, and I'll share today's message. I connect with the strength and wisdom of my ancestors. Your physical and emotional body connects to your ancestral heritage through DNA, inherited codes of experiences, and the land that nurtured your ancestors. This connection is always with you. You have an inherent strength and wisdom, not only through your soul's journey, but also through the knowledge passed on to you. To heal in this present life and embodiment, there must be healing throughout the lineage. We are directly transmitting and experiencing our ancestors without consciously being aware of them. There can be grief, anger, fear, and other stored emotions which will be passed on to future generations unless they heal. You can also connect to your ancestors' guidance, wisdom, and strength. The ancestors can appear to us in spirit form and in dreams and in signs, and are part of us, just as we are part of them. Giving gratitude for everything they have done, even if we don't know their names, and calling upon them will help our holistic healing path, not only healing yourself and the future generations, but also the ancestors that have passed. Here's a little exercise list that you can do for connecting with and calling on the strength of your ancestors. Number 1. Create a space in your home with items you want to dedicate to your ancestors. You can use photos and symbols as well if you have them. Number 2, call upon your ancestors to come to your dreams. Number 3, practice meditation that takes you back one generation at a time and clearly shows who your ancestors were. Number 4, study your history, culture, and language. Ask about your ancestors and write everything down. Some of the symbols that go along with this card include the peacock, which is considered the angelic realm in a certain religion, grandmothers for their ancestral wisdom, lineage, and healing, and the Kurdish sun, which is rebirth and transmutation of the soul. Go ahead and take a moment to reflect on this card. This is a beautiful reminder and some really interesting practices that we can sit with and just be curious about who and what we can connect with. And a few stories popped into my mind that I'll try to share. They popped into my mind as I was reading through the card. There was a healing. I was part of a group and we had a healer from India walk us through this exercise once, and I found it incredibly powerful. And I wanted to share the vision with you. So if you're meditating and you want to visualize this, You're standing in front of a long line of ancestors all behind you in a single file line. And you are taking this thing that you need to heal within yourself, and you heal it, and it becomes this ball of beautiful light in your hand. And you turn around and you pass it to the next generation up to heal them. And then they pass it to the next gen. I should say not up, but back. You're passing it back from generation to generation until it reaches the stem of that thing that needed to be healed in the first place. And I just found it such a beautiful practice of how you can be the conduit for healing both the future generations and the past. So that was definitely one of the stories that popped into my head. Another one is simply Cinco de Mayo and Day of the Dead celebrations. You know, it mentioned creating a space in your home that you want to dedicate to your ancestors. I use that time of year to put a little shrine, so to speak, with photos and things that I have from past ancestors, and just make sure that there's a strong memory for myself and my children and my family of those who have passed before us and have passed down generation from generations of stories and genetics, whatever it is, and just taking the time to honor it. The other thing that popped into my head was when we receive signs from our ancestors. So when my dad passed, I immediately started seeing the number 444 everywhere. It's continued even 6 years later. And then there are certain like sometimes I'll see guitars at certain times because he was a musician and loved to play the guitar. And so they'll show up in a really specific way that's not like, oh, there's a guitar. It's like, oh, there's a guitar. And I know that's from my dad. And it might just be the outline of one, like in the rocks, as weird as that sounds. It's just, they're such beautiful synchronicities and really give you the opportunity to feel their love and really honor the path that they took, especially if they went through some hard times in their life. Another thing I've heard and I really latched onto is that we are the dream of our ancestors. If you think about what you want your future to look like, maybe you're praying for grandkids someday or even great grandkids, and you picture your legacy. You have a dream of how you want your lineage to go and what you want it to be. And we are that too. Our ancestors made decisions based on the knowledge they had at the time and the situation they were in. Maybe, you know, I know my family came over from Italy and they left during World War I because they wanted a safer environment and a safer place for their family, but it took years and years to actually get the whole family over here. It was a couple of decades at least. So, you know, I am so tied to that part of my family, and at the same time I understand why they felt the need to leave and make a better future for all of us. So take it as you may. I hope you find some beautiful stories within your own family, your own ancestry, and just be curious and see what you can find out. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and we'll talk again soon. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Oracle Mornings. Please take a moment and follow the show so you never miss an episode. Simply open the app you listen to podcasts on, such as Apple Podcasts, and hit the follow button. Your support means the world, and I'm so grateful that you choose to spend part of your day with me. And remember, you are a miracle.